It's like riding a bike. You fall off. Or is it riding a horse? Riding something anyway. Bike or horse. You fall off. You get back on. Hello everyone, welcome to another video. Welcome back to the beautiful Zandvoort, where again we're going to be trying a GT4 fixed race on iRacing. Now, you might have seen a video I posted a couple of days ago when I did this race and I got disqualified. And I don't think anything's ever made me shut down before.
It's been a while since I really just
But there's an old metaphor that says if you fall off a horse, you need to get straight back on it, meaning don't dwell on the situation, dust yourself down and crack on. But this time we're driving a different car. This time we're going to be driving the Aston Martin. So we have qualified for this one, P4 with a 1 minute 40.760, 7/10 of pole. But in this one, my intention was just to be a little bit more chilled out and at least finish the race. But before we jump on track, if you do like this video at any point, please remember, click on the like button. And if you want to see more, please consider subscribing. So 15 minutes around Zandvoort in the Aston Martin GT4 starting P4. Let's get on track.
15 minutes. You really need to get on with it. The track temp is 26. The air temp is 19 Celsius.
Here we go then. Returning
to follow car number 7 in the right column
to the scene of the crime. If you didn't see the video from a couple of days ago, well, it was a bit of a nightmare. Unpleasant viewing. Got disqualified. Driving the Porsche. This time I thought I'm going to drive the Aston Martin. I looked at the results and there wasn't many people driving the Aston, but there was the occasional quick lap, so I thought it's got pace. Obviously not as much pace as the Porsche, because the pole sitter was 7/10 quicker than us over the lap. But the guy right in front of us, he's the guy that started the race a couple of days ago. Thankfully, he's not the pole sitter today because he did a terrible job. And he put a late lap in, which put us down to P4. Now, I wanted to be on the inside for turn 1, which might have given us the outside for turn number 5 or whatever it is, the banked left-hander. So we're in a bit of a difficult position here, and there's potential that we might lose a couple of positions on this opening lap just because of the way we're going to be on the track and the position I'm going to be in. We'll do the best we can. We'll try and keep it clean and we'll try and keep it safe. But it's a full pace lap, so we'll come back when we're going to go green. Here we go then. What's the survival chances? T1. Again, it's slow.
Okay, Dave, get ready. Let's go. 15 minutes remaining, 15 minutes to go. Car left. Clear left. Clear right.
Do you mean clear right? You didn't tell us anybody was on my right. I've got the heart rate pumping. No mistake from the green Porsche there. Oh, death behind.
Decent start, and we can build something from here.
Number 1 car's going defensive already. Right. I think that's about the best start I've ever made in a sim race. Timed it just right.
This is excellent, mate. Keep it up. P3.
Do we just want to take it nice and easy? Don't overwork the tyres. Try and stay in draft. Not going to be easy because these guys are mega quick. Like, much quicker than I am. Looks like the number 1 car's got his act together a bit now. Right, so far so good.
The leader's just done a 141.07.
So the pace isn't blistering right now. It's pretty chilled out. Which is good. It enables me to stay in touch. Really tricky turn, that right-hander.
The gap in front is now 0.8.
So a nice gap back to P4. But the Mercedes is going to be pushing to try and catch up. So there's potential
Okay,
that
Dave, 10 minutes to go. That's 10 minutes
we
left.
make a mistake. Right, we're into the 40s.
The leader has just done a 140.49. The guy in front has just done a 140.77. That's your best lap in the session.
Better around there. Yeah, number 1 car's checked out now. Merc missed his apex. Probably going a bit too wide there on entry. These guys are staying much tighter than I am. So heart rate peaked at 130 at the start there. Pretty high that, to be honest. Now it's chilled out around about 100.
The leader has just done a 140.01. Sector 2 is 0.6 off the pace.
Far too hot into there. He's taking loads of curb on the exit.
The gap ahead is now 1.1 seconds.
Zero instant points so far.
Half distance, fuel looks good.
It's like riding a bike. You fall off. Or is it riding a horse? Riding something anyway. Bike or horse. You fall off, you get back on. Because if you don't, you'll never get back on. When you have a bad race, there's a temptation just to say, I'm never doing that again. That was terrible. That's going to happen again. If I jump into this race, I'm going to get disqualified again. And I'm going to lose 130 iRacing again. But if you don't keep trying, then you get stuck in a bit of a cycle.
You've just done a 141.52.
Again, too hot. So I thought I would jump onto this account because people seem to cry a little bit when I use the other account to prove that it's not the same every time. Just because it happens once doesn't mean to say that it's going to happen again. As long as you learn from what happened last time, which I did, you know, I looked at what happened and thought, that's never going to happen again. It's all about improving, all about not doing what you've previously done, which didn't work. And on the last race, I was far too aggressive, with pushing too much on lap 1. This time, a little bit different. I was aggressive at the start, got a really good start, but I didn't push that much on the first lap.
That's 5 minutes to go. Come on, keep it together. We'll be on the podium here.
And now I'm thinking, this guy's obviously quicker than I am, so I'm not going to push and overdrive the car to try and catch up. Sometimes you just got to think, well, P3 wouldn't be a bad result.
All right, Dave, that's good consistency. Keep it up.
Right, these guys are closing in behind, so don't want to be doing that again. Didn't like that, just snapped. Like, no warning of it doing that previously. The car just obviously didn't like what I was trying to make it do.
The gap in front has
Right,
increased
rear
to
tyres are feeling it
2.4
now.
seconds.
Ben's catching up. So 2 more laps after this one. As long as we don't do anything stupid, we should have enough in the tank to bring this home on the podium.
The guy behind's catching. The gap's now 2.1 seconds.
Yeah, Ben's up 4 positions. Runs a lap car down the road. Shouldn't affect us though.
Sector 1 is 1.3 off the pace.
The gearing on the Aston's quite good. Here. Hopefully those guys will fight a little bit on this last lap as well to give us a little bit of breathing room. Yeah, tyres have gone off in just this short race.
That's 2 minutes left. 2 minutes.
He's much closer though, isn't he? One mistake and he's in. Oh, it's number... Oh, no. I thought number 2 had gone the pits then, but it was the relative...
All right, Dave, one more to go.
Being a
Keep
bit
it
weird.
together, we'll be on the podium. That was a 141.73.
Yeah, they're fighting behind. Go on, lads. Don't need to push on this lap. Just manage that gap. Half a second though. A bit closer than I would like it to be. He might have enough to sneak this over the line. No, P3. We'll take that.
Podium finish. Nice one.
We will take that. 0 incident points. Happy, happy days. Right, let's have a look at the carnage, but first of all, we'll have a look at my epic start. The best start I think I've ever made in a sim race, bizarrely. This was the most satisfying anyway, so yeah, got that guy on the way down to T1. Now, you're not going to believe the carnage that happened behind us. And it was the guy that we overtook at the start that essentially caused it all. And it all started on the run up this hill. I don't know what happened here. There might have been some netcode between this guy and the number 18. just there. Maybe. I don't know. But this guy goes off and spins. And then there's all kinds of carnage. Doesn't finish yet. Stand by. Oh, jeez. Right, let's try and pick the bones out of this one. Well, it continues. Right. So first of all, this guy went off who was racing with the Porsche. This guy did exactly what I did on the last race. He went off onto the gravel. But then there was this guy that took avoiding action and followed the green Porsche onto the sand and onto the gravel. And he avoids this green Porsche really well, like top driving. And then the blue Aston up ahead checks up and gets tagged by this Mercedes. Not once, but twice. There you go, mate. If you haven't got a 4X, you've got one now. And this guy in the carbon Porsche comes in way too hot. I don't know what he's doing here. So he backs off there. He's going really slow, but then he just seems to... Oh, no, he got tagged. A little tap, but then just drove straight into that guy. And this guy actually gets tagged and pushed into the barrier, which caused him to fly out in the middle of the track. And this guy checks up, gets pinged by the guy behind, and then smashed by the returning Aston Martin. And then just to finish off, just as this Porsche thinks he's getting back on track, no you don't. No you don't. A little bit of a face-off. Absolute scenes on lap 1. So then we'll follow the rest of the carnage. This guy's off. Somebody did mention something about a dodgy rejoin. Oh. Oh, yeah. He's off anyway. Oh, and that guy in the Porsche causing more carnage. Did he drift out there? Let's just see what happened there. He's obviously really quick, this fella. Yeah, he's put his car where he shouldn't really. There's a car to his right. This guy's not really got anywhere to go. Don't think the number 20 did anything wrong there. Oh dear. No time for blinkers. Oh, no. Go on, lads. Play nice. Stay with this just for a moment as is conceded. And that is it. Blimey. Right, let's have a look at the results. So there were two splits for this one. This was the top split. The strength of field was 2,576. So double green. A bit of a change from the other day. So we gained 0.16 safety rating and we gained 26 iRating. So Elias got the win. Matt's P2 and we rounded up the podium P3. Car number 3 started P4. Our fastest lap, a 1 minute 40.963. The pace wasn't really that hot unless you were the race winner. He did a 1 minute 40 flat and we had 0 incident points. So who was the biggest winner? I think it's going to be Andreas, who finished P7. He gained 54 and the biggest loser is going to be our friend in the Porsche. I can't even pronounce that. Saber? Anyway, he lost 86. So there we go. Started P4, finished P3, double green, safety rating gain and an iRating gain. Thankfully, we didn't get caught up in all that nonsense behind. It was just a chain reaction. One thing led to another and just about everyone went off. But thankfully, we made the move early and got up to P3, so we didn't get involved. The Aston Martin round here feels pretty good. The gearing's solid. You don't need second gear, although the tyres did go off quite quickly on the last couple of laps. But overall, P3, double green, happy days. So if you did like the video, please remember, give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more, please consider subscribing. As always, thanks for watching. Have a great week. See you later. Cheers.